Good morning, everyone. This is my trained Chicago Hardy Everbearing mulberry. I trained it down like an umbrella so that it is easy picking. Okay, and we have some fruits that has finally ripened. It took so long because the berries started to show right away, like at the beginning of spring or even before spring, and it took probably a good, maybe almost 2.5 months to finally ripen. But when they first started off, it was so small that I was like, oh wow, because this is so full of berries that it's taking so much energy that the berries are gonna stay small. But that's not the case, because look, once they start to ripen, that's when their size really start to pick up. And this guy here is probably a little over an inch, and it is so plump and juicy. Okay, so look at all of them, and I am glad for me that they are not ripened all at the same time, because I can't eat all of this at the same time and they would just go bad. So it's just enough to eat daily, because you know they're so nutritious, they are so good for your heart. I try to pick this for my husband, just a handful of them to give him daily, but now we can start that as of today. And the clusters of these guys are so plentiful. Like, look at this one. It is so packed. It is crazy. And now, and thinking at first, I thought, gosh, they're going to stay so small. But you know what? Well, that's not the case. They get so big when it's time to start ripening. I mean, at 1 inch, I mean, it's pretty good to, it's pretty easy picking, and then also makes it more worth your while, because at first I thought I was going to have to pick these tiny little things and I was already overwhelmed. But now that they've reached like pretty much up to 1 inch, it is way worth it. Okay, but you can see like some of the clusters down here. Look at that. And this one is like one cluster together. And look at this. Look at these guys. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. I am so happy with this little tree. Okay. And this tree took me about a year to constantly tug and pull and trim just to get it this height and for it to like cascade down. And I know there's the waterfall kind of mulberry, but it was just a little, the weeping mulberry, I mean, but it was just a little bit too messy for me. It looked too bushy, and I'm not into bush and stuff. I train everything into a tree if it is supposed to be a bush. Look at this one. Look at that. Oh, it's so exciting. Every morning I come out here and I am looking at this and seeing what it's doing on the daily. Of course, what my backyard is doing on the daily. I have so many fruit trees going.